Hey there, YouTubes. It's Thespicer sounding entirely awful comparatively to his normal voice. Here with the Gunpla YouTubers. As always, we're going to go down the list and do our introductions. Apollo, introduce yourself.
Hi guys, it's Polo here from Pla Motion Productions. Currently having a school break right now, so I'm free filming Gunpla, based in Singapore. So yeah, have fun, guys.
Radical school breaks are always nice. Boomsie, hit us with your intro.
Hey, what's up, Boomsie here. Glad for everybody that's joined the podcast and that can join the podcast, so appreciate that, and hope you guys enjoy the content.
And TheKrowsama.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Basically a bird with a model.
The most fitting of introductions. And Zappa.
It's your boy Zappa, professional stage agent, and I am also joined this week by Doggo.
Yay, Doggo. I would be joined by Cato, but he's sleeping in a box. As cats would do. So, now that the intros are out of the way, tentatively, we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. We're going to use the spin wheel of death, and maybe it's fixed, maybe it's not. I guess we'll find out. So let's find out. The first topic of conversation today is the little Haro kit things they've been making, but they've got the new one with the LED that like doubles the price. Do we really need Haros with LEDs?
Yes.
And instead of
Yes.
going down the list, it's just open forum. Say what you want.
Say what you want, say what you feel. Babies, we changed the format. Just Boomsie here, being the old jazz cat.
I'm glad your voice is much smoother than mine right now. So, I guess yes is the consensus.
I think that having it at the like 17, 18 Dolan price is fine, but having to spend like $22 to get the LED for it, I think that's a little rough. I think they could have like mashed it into one package and made it like 30.
Well, are these any bigger than the regular like Gunpla Haros that we're getting?
Yeah.
It is bigger. It's bigger. That's
Oh,
sure.
well then, all right then. Then I guess that's an okay price point. I think the LEDs are expensive, but you know, if it's bigger and more detailed, then there's that clear parts on it.
Yeah. The one that doesn't come with the batteries, as far as what I remember seeing on Hobby Link Japan, that was $20, and then the one that comes with the batteries was 22. So
Yeah, I mean the Haros are not so bad. Like they're bigger than the Haro Plus that you first gotten. But I gotta say, well, it's good for a prop like a cosplay prop if you ask me. But if I were to get the Haro, you know, if I want to get an LED, I might as well like make my own LEDs rather than buy the LED set, because quite frankly, my school club taught us how to like make like LEDs out of anything. Like you can make LED like the eyes, the arms, the legs, whatever. So all those things basically.
yeah. How about you, Crow?
My basic thought is it's something a lot of people do want, and the LED, yeah, being sold separately kind of does, you know, irritate, I think, the masses. But I wouldn't consider it a need. I mean, a lot of people have been making Haros with LEDs inside for a good while already. But I mean, it's a good addition to what we already have in the whole Haro Pla kind of universe.
All right, so pretty positive consensus there.
Hashtag
seems
the
like-
Haro life.
Hashtag buddy ball.
2,
Pulling out all the hashtags.
3.
All right, why don't you go ahead and spin that wheel, Spicer?
It is spinning around and around and around. And the topic of Bandai's prototyping problem. Now, this was brought about because the HGUC DJ is much greener than the prototype color or prototype pictures were, as well as the Sarah doll getting new promotional images that look much better. Once again, open forum. You guys say what you feel.
Yeah, I think I was the only person that noticed the Sarah doll one, just because I buy the waifu kits. I was like, what the hell? The pictures are completely different, but it looked a lot better than it did for the prototype. So it looked a little bit more human instead of inhuman, like they normally do, so that was a good thing. And then the Deja as well was like, whoa, this is really Mountain Dew green. What do you guys...
Yeah, they need to get it together. We over here still have a Rosen Zulu from episode 5 of Unicorn that came in brown instead of purple. And then when they made the episode 7 version, rather than reprinting them in the right color, they just printed that in the right color and sold it as a completely different item.
Well, I did have that issue with my high grade Australian no name. It's the cloak that's on it has in the prototype image it was black, and in the anime it's also black. But when it went to production, it's in that maroon color, which yeah, I think they could have maybe close to that color, but you know, I don't know why they decided to choose maroon for some reason.
Did anybody pick up or everybody that did pick up the kit in the chat or in the group, did you guys paint the cloak or did you just leave it?
I left mine alone because while I was building it, the weather was quite bad, so I thought never mind. I'll just build it straight away. So, but if I were to get a straight no name again, yes, I'll probably paint it in a different color. In fact, that Australian no name is a birthday present for my friends. So I thought, yeah, and they said they like the brown more than the black for some reason. Even though they're not into Gundam, but they prefer the brown rather than the black. So I thought, okay, never mind. I'll just build that kit on its own. And besides, even when I painted it, the weather is quite bad on the day. So I thought, yeah, might as well build it as it is. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would really repaint it, to be fairly honest. Yeah, yeah.
Same thing happened with the Rosen Zulu back in like what 2012. Like it came out in that very like I don't know brownish color.
Yeah,
I guess
we've
it's a
got
little
one of
more.
those.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like completely off of what we expected. And it's hard because, you know, if you pre-order it or you're excited to go pick it up and then you like open up the runners and you do the unboxing and you're like, what the hell is...
Huh?
So I think that makes it difficult to like, I don't know. It hasn't happened recently, but it seems like it's, I mean, it hasn't happened often, but it has been happening recently pretty often. So it's kind of worrying. Like maybe they should slow down on sending out the prototypes and the pre-orders.
Yeah.
This episode is brought to you by Stamps.com. No, just kidding.
Sponsored by Fallout 76.
They'll probably send us a strike and then take it back. They'll be like, oh, they only have 46.
Nice.
Just a quick shout out to Gunpla Network real quick. Shout outs to Danek and everybody that's part of the Gunpla Network. They are doing a giveaway on their Facebook page. So if you guys want to check that out, I'll link it here in the chat. They're doing a holiday giveaway. So enter and win some free.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. Yeah, it's just like I said, shouting out Gunpla Network, Palmore on Instagram. We should have an interview with him soon if you guys check out his content, and that's pretty much it.
Oh yeah, and Shooting the Galaxy, just did an interview with him last week that I'm editing, and that should be up hopefully this coming week. Yay, shout outs. But yeah, how do y'all feel about YouTube going and clearing out spam accounts and how it's affecting your subscriber count?
I think, like, overall, it's a good idea. You know, you should at least get rid of the genuine spam bots that are there just creating clutter or there to advertise something or nothing, spam, just offensive content. Luckily, as of, you know, right now, it hasn't affected my subscriber count at all. I still have 104.
Well, it kind of hit me, but not a lot. I lost about 2 to 4 subscribers on there. But yeah, I feel it's like something necessary for YouTube to do, because if you don't clear up these spam bots, then chances are these spam bots will, like, you know, might do something to your channel. Like, who knows what they'll do to your channel. So it's good that YouTube is cleaning up these bots. I know you would lose some subscribers, but the least you'll do is, like, you know, just continue on doing videos, and, you know, they'll do the job for you, so that nothing will, your channel will run smoothly. Basically, just like that.
Crow, you dropped pretty badly, didn't you?
Yeah, I dropped about 21 in total so far. I mean, my whole thoughts on it is from a right sound of mind kind of person. It's good. It's just to go ahead and clear out a lot of the unnecessary subscriptions, and, you know, also there's a lot of just not even just like spam or bots, but there's also a lot of like zero activity accounts that are just kind of sitting there. So I guess it's kind of good just to clear it up, and you can kind of see more realistically of where your actual active audience is, instead of just like a big old bulk number. But at the same time, this may give T-Series a chance to surpass PewDiePie, and it doesn't make me happy in the slightest. But
Yeah, because as content creators, I mean, we all gotta basically fight for what's going on right now, and it's like, with getting rid of the bots and then having all the T-Series bots and everything like that, who knows, you know, they might create a bot that is genuinely active, unlike some of the bots that might be sub to Pew.
The great YouTube war of 2018.
It's gonna be in the history books, kids.
Start selling shirts. I survived the YouTube purge of 2018, and then you can market one for every previous year, because it seems like it happens at least once a year where a lot of, like, spam bots or inactive accounts are just wiped from the system.
yeah, they've done that plenty of times in the past, so Nothing really new.
Yeah, I wonder if it's like a server overload, not overlords. They are already the overlords. They own everything and make everything and watch us all day. But I wonder if it's just like a.
I'm not that tech savvy.
Now, see, we'll make shirts that say I survived, and under it'll be that picture of like a lawn chair knocked over, and then under it will say we will rebuild. Bringing back dead memes from like 3 or 4 years ago. That I think are only localized to here. I'm just kidding. But yeah, for overall health, I think it's definitely a good idea. I mean, there are certain aspects to how they view inactive accounts that are kind of problematic for some people, but that's neither here nor there, really. Just going through and cleaning out spam's good. You know, how they actually define spam's a little different, but it's still pretty reasonable. No one's just getting like straight deleted, so that's good. And yeah, so overall, thumbs up. Good on you, YouTube.
Hopefully, it doesn't affect us too much. I mean, most of us are pretty small, other than like I think Mega's got a lot and TheKrowsama's got a lot. But as far as us, we're in the hundreds right now. But I literally had the same subs for like weeks, so I wasn't affected.
Hell, I don't think I've been affected so far, so fingers crossed. Surprisingly, I feel like I've gone through a lot of different changes, so I feel like some of those people will be inactive, but no, whatever. So the next topic is the topic of the Real Gatorade line falling into Unicorn Hell, which is tied to the RG Unicorn perfectibility being 60,000 yen, almost $600 in the USD.
Is it like a master grade size real grade? Because $600 for a real grade is stupid.
Yeah, you ain't wrong. It's a normal sized real grade. Comes with the Blu-ray for Unicorn.
Yeah, you get a lot of stuff.
Oh, does it come with Blu-rays? That's why.
But you also get a lot of artwork. You get the soundtracks.
Okay,
But
I
I think
didn't know it was
it's
coming
both
with
the
more stuff.
OVAs and the TV show that's on Blu-ray.
It's basically like a collector's limited edition collector's item, basically, if I put it that way.
Yeah. And isn't
So
I think the
it's
case is like a 10 case.
It's more like getting the box set for IBO, where you get the shiny glossy kit, but you also got the DVDs and all the videos and whatnot.
I would reverse that. I would say that's more you getting all the Blu-ray stuff, and in addition, you getting the kit.
Yeah, you're right. I said that backwards. I apologize.
Because I think in Japan, they actually do care more about like the actual media than the kit itself.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
Getting
pull
all
it up here.
Stuff with it, then $600 is still kind of pricey.
Oh, absolutely.
But it's the same reason why I still haven't, picked up like the G Gundam stuff. Like, I already have the whole series on Blu-ray, so I'm not gonna buy it a second time just to get, what is probably the 4th or 5th real grade Unicorn.
Yeah. I'd rather get the high grade, to be honest. Like, I know on like some kind of I have an app on my phone which in where I live, basically it's like an app where you can meet up with sellers and go buy stuff from them. Well, the Gundam based Tokyo high grade Unicorn perfectibility, that one costs about, I forgot, I can't remember the exact price for
Like
the actual.
$30.
Yeah, $30. Let's put it that way. But when I checked on the app where some sellers are selling, it was going up to like 70 to 80 Singapore dollars. That's really expensive. I mean, it is understandable because it's like someone bought it from Japan and he brought him here. But I feel even for that even for high grade for $78, I think it's a little too much. So conclusion is that I'd rather like if I had a chance, if I go to Japan or something, if someone else goes to Japan, I'll ask them to just buy from the government-based Tokyo Meet from there, and then, yeah, from there, and that's it. I don't have to worry about it anymore. Just get that high grade and that's done with.
Mhm.
I'm just trying to pull it up so everybody can see what the actual kit looks like.
Well, I mean, it's a high grade, so it's basically the same old unicorn, except you get all the weapons from the all the unicorns right there.
Yeah, I'm just worried about the RG line falling into that unicorn hell, like it did with the high grade line and the master.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
And a white and I don't really like the look of a white and blue unicorn. It doesn't feel right.
Oh, it looks beautiful to me.
I think it looks great, honestly. Like,
Yeah,
but I just
I'm not-
I want the kit,
Yeah.
but I don't want to spend $600.
Yeah, I don't know why I don't like it. I don't know. Just the colors aren't right for me for some reason. I don't know. It doesn't look bad. It's just I don't like that. I don't know. I don't like it.
Well, I mean, it's everyone has a different opinion, but to be honest, for me, I don't mind the color scheme of the unicorn perfectibility.
Yeah, like if it was like $50 or $60, I'd be all over it.
Yeah, like just like that P Bandai real grade, which is pretty much around that $50-$60 mark. But I would be okay with that. But just being so high is so crazy. I mean, even if they did it for $70 because of all the stuff that it comes with, I'd still consider buying it.
Hmm.
So speaking of that, out of the unicorns, so we got the regular unicorn, we got the in final mode, then we got the Phoenix and the Banshee Norn. Which one?
I'd be Phoenix all day.
Phoenix for me, yes.
Yeah, I got the Phoenix. I got the old release of the Phoenix, so I mean, I took that one over the rest of them. I like it.
I'm a Banshee boy.
Now the real question is, which Phoenix? Are you gonna do the one with the tails? Gonna be the one without the tails? Gonna be the silver
Might as well
one?
go narrative.
Yeah, start narrative, and then I guess why not do everything else?
Mhm.
It only took me like 10 minutes, but I got a picture up there. I did it.
Yeah, you did it.
Lord.
Much skill.
Yeah, I mean, I really like the coloration on it. I'm with TheKrowsama on this one. It just looks super.
It's kind of hard to like hate a kit in a white and like a kind of light blue color scheme because it's so clean looking.
I
Like
think the
Azaku
flute
looked
feels
good with
flat
that.
on me.
I mean, it's the color looks nice. Like, I mean, yeah, I mean the blue looks really nice on the unicorn. Like, because it gives more a different feeling of rather than like the regular unicorn, like the red cycle frame. The blue one feels made me feel more like, if you know colors, then you know what I'm talking about. Basically, if it's blue, it feels more cooling. So if you're building a kit and it's blue, you feel like cooling, if I put it that way.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look bad, but it just reminds me of like those old A&A kits, the airline kits.
Oh yeah, Anna.
Yeah. It reminds me of those because it feels very
Man.
like similar color scheme wise.
Those kits are so hard to find in the wild. Like I've only managed to get one, but I can't find Riser or Unicorn like to save my life.
Yeah, see, now you can just print out a sticker and it's like, oh, you'll have this unicorn. It's fine. It's all right. Alrighty, spinning the wheel one more time.
We now have 5 hashtags going on.
So
I'll need to
many
calm
hashtags.
down on the hashtags.
No, more hashtags. Let's do it. Hashtag revolution. The next
Okay.
topic is the 40th anniversary stuff that went on not too long ago. And we'll leave it to an open forum, but I've got like 3 points I'll talk about when we get there. So thoughts, yay.
I'm gonna apologize to everybody real quick for saying the live action was the 00. It was not. So just clearing that.
Oh, you mean apologizing for it being a stage play?
Yes.
So what we need to do is, Crow, you need to sneak in and, do very shitty handycam footage and send it to us. Make it as
Where's it
shaky
at?
as possible.
Were they broadcasting it?
I have no idea. That's actually a super good question.
Yeah. Like I don't know where. I mean, I would go, but yeah, I don't know where they're doing it at.
Chat, hit us with some info. I'm sure somebody knows. While they're doing that, though, the 3 main things I really wanted to hit on, there's a ton of stuff in it, of course. We get our first view of the legendary Sunrise Venture, and it's like, it's nothing. I mean, I get it's a teaser, of course, but it looks bad.
It's a big, like, flamey G, and that's it. Like, the thrusters and a G formation. Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's probably me, but it didn't look very good when I watched. Like, granted, it's super early, so it's not gonna like matter, but I'm sure it'll look good when it happens. It's still like I really don't even think they should have shown anything. Honestly, didn't really do that much for me. Then the Beyond posters, which were just kind of cool crossover ideas, I guess. Not really carrying anything on after that.
Yeah. Funny.
But yeah, Hero and Camille getting to make out or whatever. That's cool.
And there's Mikazuki with Setsuna in elf form. Like.
Oh shit! They're both Gundams. I just got it.
Yeah, they are both Gundams.
Plot twist.
Dun, dun.
Duh. So yeah, I mean, it'd been cool if they like maybe had some ideas for those concepts, because like I think legitimately having Amuro and Benager crossover, that makes sense. I mean, we did see some of that time travel bullshit, and then they talk about it in narrative. And like it wouldn't be that crazy to be like, hey, listen, the Calamity War happened after Trailblazer, and this is just hella in the future, but Setsuna's back.
Yeah, more than posters, like, at least announce something of it, like, hey, coming soon, a manga or a novel or something.
Yeah, but there's like not posters.
More than just pictures.
Right, guys,
Or at least the opportunity to buy the posters.
they're like, guys, we drew some really good fan art.
Yeah,
They
buy
do-
now.
they do.
Use wall scrolls.
Only 60,000 yen a piece. Comes with a Blu-ray of both. It's all right. Outside of that, Hathaway's Flash, of course, being the next big animated thing they're planning is pretty cool. A lot of people have talked about it for a long time. I'm probably gonna, get hate for this, but Hathaway's kind of an idiot, and I mean, he supposedly turns around a lot in Hathaway's Flash because it happens pretty far after Char's counterattack. But Hathaway is just the new Cats, and he needs to end up the same way.
I mean, I've not watched the not much. I mean, not read the novel yet, but yeah, Hathaway really has a rough life. Like from the Charles counterattack, and that grudge just went on until the events of Hathaway's Flash, and that's why he really loses his crap, really.
Yeah, I have some interaction of it, having played Robot Wars V, and he does like put his big boy pants on and get over himself, but still, like, I think probably what the biggest consensus is, Hathaway's Flash is taking away Crossbone from us, and we're still waiting on Crossbone.
I was gonna say about Crossbow.
The weird thing is, like, I get Hathaway's Flash is very popular, and it's a great novel, apparently. Went to give, not read it. But, I don't know, like, after the UC stuff just starts getting real weird. Because it's like, hey, the traditional power structure that existed doesn't exist anymore. Like, the Federation ceases to be a relevant force, like, 10 years after. And then you get into, like, F91 and Victory, and then, of course, Crossbone, G-Savior, Turn A, G-Reco, if you go really far out. So it makes sense, but it's like there's a lot of weird side stories within the UC that you probably could have come up with that would have maybe been better. Personal opinion. Mm-hmm. And talking of G-Reco, people are super hyped, almost as hyped for the G-Reco movie as they are about Hathaway's Flash, which is insane.
I'm more interested in the G-Reco movie than Hathaway's Flash, so I would like to see what that's supposed to be. Is that supposed to be like a follow-up sequel, or is that like the truncated movie version like we've gotten with the Gundam movie trilogy and the Zeta new translation?
As far as what I remember seeing was it was supposed to be a I'm not sure if it's shortened or condensed, but they're gonna add some new scenes and stuff too.
Maybe that will happen, but I mean, I'm okay with G-Reco. Like, I don't find it as like a series to like say it's the best series of all, but I'm just saying like, okay, G-Reco is just something I watch, like, and it's not that good, but let me just watch it for the heck of it. And seeing them make a movie about it just makes me wonder, well, how's the movie gonna turn out? Is it gonna be a sequel? Is it the whole series just, remade and like adds new scenes here and there? I mean, I'm perfectly fine with it, just watching that thing, but see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was actually the weirdest poster of all was the one with G-Reco on it. Of like, you have Little Char and Little Artesia, and then you've got the dude from G-Reco, and it's like, okay, wildly different tones, wildly different perception of these characters. Why? Like, that's a crossover I wouldn't even want to know existed, and just irritated me. But I'm also really, like, not a huge fan of G-Reco, though. Like, I'm in that camp. I mean, maybe I'll give it a chance more so after I finish Turn A and kind of get to that, but still slow trek.
Turn A is actually pretty good.
Yeah, Turn A is good.
Yeah, no, I've actually been very pleasantly surprised. I think I'm like 18 episodes in, but very, very pleasantly surprised. It's probably one of the weirdest settings, but I dig it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
It's great.
If I remember right, G-Reco didn't do too well overall, correct? It was like really, really split, but mostly on the negative side.
Correct.
Yeah, it suffers from some writing and some timing. Like, everyone seems to kind of make decisions and go places, and episode to episode, it's like, wait, how did they come to this conclusion, and why are we going here now? Like, they left out information in order to go forward. I think because the ratings were doing so bad, they started to wrap it up into a 2-season as opposed to a year-long series.
I think that's probably a good idea.
I mean, I've seen G-Reco has like some quality animation, if you know what I mean. Like, yeah, I've seen images of them like showing the animation in some parts. Like, that's quality, if you know what I mean. Like, on Facebook, basically.
It's like those scenes from Tokyo Ghoul where they spent like 80% of the animation budget on that episode on a keyboard.
Exactly.
It's astounding. It's a great looking keyboard. Like, it looks super real, but it's like all your background characters are blobs. Why you make this decision? Why you do this to me? Okay. Anything else anyone want to talk about from the 40th before we move on?
No,
Well,
I honestly didn't watch the thing, so anything that I'm hearing about, I've been hearing about through you guys.
Like most of the time was just spent on this dude playing a violin, and I was just like, why?
Yeah, like the music was beautiful, but it was a hella long performance.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't watched it, but I really should go and watch it later on.
This next topic is for Zappa, because I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. Like, even if I had a regular voice, I'm not going to pronounce it.
Yes, since you're not doing well, let me see, the SD Gundam San Goku Soketsuden, the remake
Yes, I want to talk about this.
SD Gundam Battle Brave Warriors.
I want to talk about this so badly. Like, really, this really strikes me really hard. Like, there's a real history behind me telling me that this series is gonna be something that I will enjoy. Now, okay, Zara, would you like to talk first, or if I'll go and talk?
Nah, you go for it, man. You guys
Go
have
for
fun.
it, dude. Like, I want to hear somebody else gush over it too. Let's go.
All right, sure. All right, this is the series I've been kind of waiting for quite a while. Not expectedly, but something that when they announced it, okay, this is something I have to watch. Okay, so the backstory is that, all right, you all know that before Sangoku Soketsuden is out of its they have the series called BB Senshi Sangoku, and it's like basically Romance of the Three Kingdoms in Gundam form, basically.
Yeah.
And I have to say, like, when I was about 11 or 12 years old, Sangoku was like the big thing among the kids in Singapore where I live. Like, along with Gundam Age, like Gundam Age and Sangoku was together, and it was really popular in where I live. You would see in department stores selling like these SD kits, and then you'll see some workshops or caravans in libraries, or like in a Gunpla expo or a fair. They organize those things so you can go into the caravan. You can go to the caravan and then, like, build your little SD kit and show your mom and dad, hey mom, dad, I made it. Like, I made my very own Gunpla. And at first I wasn't really like into Gun at the time, but I know my friends were like talking about it. Like, they say, hey, we have everyone's getting this like SD, this Sangoku kit, should go try one out. I didn't really bought it first, but after watching a movie like in the mall, I was with my uncle, and then I went down to the downstairs at the lobby, and there was like a Gunpla fair in that mall, and I was like interested to see, because when I saw the Gundam, I was like, well, actually to be honest, like when I first heard about Gundam, I pronounced it as Gundam, like I was a kid, so it was that's how I first heard about that. I thought it was called Gundam, but it's actually called Gundam. But yeah, I went to that fair like just to look around, and then I saw they were selling these small kits, like they're from Age, and they're from like the SD Gundam Sangoku series, and I wanted to buy a kit. Like, I wanted to buy like a high grade at first, but I didn't know it was called high grade. But I actually want to buy the high grade. But it cost about $20 to $30, which I don't know, $30, $30 to $40 around there. So I didn't have enough money in my pocket at the time. So what I did was I checked all the kits, like, even the advanced grades Age kits. They were selling that right there. Those are really around $10 as well, but I feel it's not even worth it to me. So I went to the another store at the same mall. Like, it's the same mall who organized that fair. Like, they have a fair from one side, and they have like a shop, the same shop on the other side, like in the walkway or something like that. And I saw a Sangoku mall kit. It was a new Gundam base, if I remember correctly. I bought that. I saw it for $10. It's like, well, $10 for like a kit like this. I'll take it. And now I bought it back home, showed my mom and dad, like, hey, I bought this model kit. I bought this thing. And when I opened up the box, I found out it was a model kit, and I thought, it's something interesting to try. Let me try it out. So I built it, and then I was really happy. Like it was one of the best things that was actually my very first Gunpla model kit I've ever built, and unfortunately I don't have it now anymore because it's really broken because of my mishandling at the time. But it was really a fun experience to actually build a this kind of kits. And at the time when I was getting Gundam, I started getting more Sengoku kits. Like I got limited edition ones. I got like the more of those special, like those fancy ones. And then I did remember seeing one Sengoku kit. Like they were saying like five kits in one box, $25. So like a Sengoku kit cost $5 each. Yeah, I wish to get it, but then at the time I didn't have money, so I didn't bother getting it. And seeing that this Sengoku Souketsu coming back, I was really excited. Like it really got me excited because Sengoku is like the childhood of my hobby. Like when I was a kid, I like Sengoku. So seeing them come back, yeah, I'm definitely gonna get more of these Sengoku kits. It's just really amazing. Like not amazing, I mean, rather very nostalgic. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good to hear. Unfortunately, my interaction with it is less so because I'm just a fan of like the Dynasty Warriors games, which is based on the Three Kingdoms. So it's like, wait a minute, Dynasty Warriors, Gundam, I'm in there. Which, that applies to both the video game and Battle Brave Warriors.
Hmm.
But it's a lot more simple than that. It's like, oh, these are two things that I enjoy together. Let's get in there. And seeing the announcement, like I don't know if that was announced during the 40-year anniversary thing, but once that popped up on Gundam Info, it's like, yo, they're coming back. And then I watched a preview, and people are being reassigned, which is actually really interesting.
Yeah, I mean the model kits of Sengoku is like Sengoku Souketsu are an improvement over the Sengoku kits, because I remember when I bought my Sengoku models, they're a bit sticker heavy, but I was happy still back then because it was just something fun to build. And seeing those model kits having like more plastic at a cheaper price, that made me think, okay, that's really good for them to improve on. So I really appreciate that Bandai actually is putting a little more effort. And it's actually, in fact, Sangoku Souketsu is based on the it's more for the kids rather. But for me as like a young adult, I'll think that it's something fun to have around. Like I remember having fun with Sengoku kids, but unfortunately because of playing around too much, I lost their weapons. So I thought, if I get these Sengoku Souketsu kits, I would maintain them properly. I'll build them properly. I have the proper tools. I have the proper paint. I can paint them up, and then make them look stand out on my model on my shelf, unlike my Sengoku models.
So, being someone that's never really seen the show or anything, like I'm sure there's some people watching right now that's also never seen it. Like, what should we expect from the show? Have you from you guys seeing the old ones?
Yeah, Sengoku is really popular in my country. Like I said, it's like you will see kids like going to the caravans, like building these Sengoku kits as their like a workshop free. It's a free gift, so you can just go there, build your Sengoku kit, and show your mom and dad like you build it.
I think he means, so what should we expect from the show? From my experience watching the show like a few years ago, it's just another retelling of Romance of the Three Kingdoms. You've got your three factions there. You're probably going to see the origin stories of your red, blue, and green guys coming together, and with their ambition. And from what I gather, at the mention of like the yellow zombie thing, they're starting at what was called the Yellow Turban Rebellion. So you're probably going to see a lot of Devil Gundam grunts in like pseudo samurai SD form, which I'm also excited for.
I mean, it's I did watch a few episodes, and I was like, I saw it on TV, so I only watched a few episodes, but I did watch some of the episodes on my computer, so I have a rough idea how Sengoku is like, but I didn't watch all of them. But even so, I still get a rough idea. I did watch a few. I think I watched the first few episodes and the last few episodes. So Yeah, and then I watched a couple more episodes on TV as well. So at least I know what's going on with the series.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a Gundam history lesson, but for, well, not necessarily just for kids, because most of the shows aren't really just for kids, but
Right.
it's kind of
Yeah.
like a Gundam history.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
know Romance of the Three Kingdoms or Dynasty Warriors, you're going to see all your favorite illusions there. The part that I'm excited to see is the rest of the cast being reassigned, because in the older series, you've got your main three green guys, Liu Bei, Zhang Fei, and Guan Yu, were the Grandpa Gundam, the Zeta, and the Double Zeta, but now they've been reassigned to what I think the Unicorn, God Gundam, and the New Gundam. Yeah, and
Yep.
then the since let's see, So was the Double X way back, and now he's the Wing Zero, and the Soon family, the main leader is now the Astray, which means all of his other siblings are just going to be the different Ashtrays. The green frame, the red frame, the gold frame, the out frame, the home frame, all of those different frames.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
he'll
it's
get,
like,
he's gonna get when he powers up, he's gonna get the powered arms with the 250-meter Garaba straight. That's a deluxe kit waiting to happen.
Get ready, P Bandai.
Hey,
Actually, I don't think there are any P Bandai SD Sengoku kits. They're all
yeah,
just kind of
Yeah.
rare.
No,
There are?
yeah, there are no people nice for SDs as far as I can tell.
You sure?
I know I
I
have
mean,
like a clear parts Lubu Talgi, and the box is like, you know, that the typical only purple monochrome, but I don't think it's P Bandai because I've seen several of them like at cons. Like,
I mean, yeah, I got a clear color Songken and a gold like a gold plated Hyakushiki Sengoku version, I guess. And it was selling in the store. Like, it was also a cheap price, $10. So I thought, like, okay, I'll get it as well. And it's not P Bandai. It's actually an actual retail release. So that was pretty
Well, they
interesting
have a
to see.
lot of limited edition ones because I've seen a lot of the limited edition over at Gundam Base. But when it comes to P Bandai, I'm pretty sure I've seen some on Gentai kits. Maybe it wasn't
Maybe.
marked as P Bandai. It was just
Maybe,
limited edition.
yeah.
okay, so I guess the biggest question here, I probably for you, Apollo, is what's Lubu going to be? What are they reassigning Lubu as? I suspect the Barbados or the Turn X.
Yeah, same here. I really think it should be the Barbatos or the Turn X. Like, oh man, I really should watch back the Sengoku series. I really should.
Yeah, because in the old one he was the Talgis, and I guess that was supposed to be, you know, the known big badass, and Lubu is the known big badass. So do y'all want to speculate what the big badass is going to be as far as, you know, reincarnation of a Gundam kit?
Uh huh. Yeah, I mean, wow. I mean, I did from seeing like the trailer. You can see like I can kind of recognize a few of these you know, those silhouettes on the screen. I can see one of them is definitely Crossbone, and another one should be like Tall Geese from what I'm seeing.
Yeah,
The
it's
rest-
like the Talgis 2 or 3.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Plot twist, it's gonna be a bear guy.
Okay. Or a ball. Lubu ball.
I mean, it's possible. I mean,
Yeah, I'm not against it. It's just, you know, I wanted to see if you guys had any silly speculations as to what the big badass is going to turn out to be.
The Octo Ball.
I had a question for KrowsAma, actually.
Mhm.
So the presence obviously is a little bit different in Japan than it is versus the States and you know, elsewhere. Like, do they market or promote it as heavy, like the Bill Diver series, the Sengoku?
Oh, wait, you talking about the Bill Divers just in general?
Yeah, just like anything Gundam, because we don't even see it. You know, like here in the States, it's not anything like we don't see any.
So when I'm just kind of walking around, there's obviously a huge push for whatever the most current series is. So obviously, Build Divers is like really everywhere. But I would still say that Unicorn, as far as advertisement, just completely overshadows it. I see a lot more of just Unicorn promotional, like whether it be billboards, maybe not billboards, but posters or any other type of media out there. Granddaddy is always going to be the top one. So it's definitely always UC centric. But when it comes to like the SD line, I mean, there's a big selection for it, but I don't see it as being pushed in any kind of near capacity of what UC has been pushed. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's very popular over here, but I just don't see the advertisement as much as the other kind of more popular lines.
Okay. Yeah, I always found that interesting.
Now, I'll tell you this, I finally managed to get 2 of those the cross silhouette frames, but it's still hard to find. So obviously people like it.
Yeah, I'll have a report on the cross silhouette frames in the wild in a couple of weeks at a convention here at the end of the month.
Ooh.
Nice.
You think
I've
they're
only ever
gonna
seen
release
one.
the cross silhouette frames for the new Sengoku Den?
No, have y'all seen the pictures for the articulation?
No.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it.
Oh man,
Like,
The articulation? No, I've only seen like regular pictures.
I've
Oh, no,
seen
they-
the.
go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I've seen the pictures of like the SDs, the Sengoku showcase in kits. Like, it's very similar to a cross silhouette frame, except it's much more simpler. And basically the articulation is better. Like, not better. I say it's similar to a cross silhouette frame, but the chest is able to like have an ab crunch, and then but the the arms and legs are basic, but the torso has like a inner frame inside, so you do get like a bit of a movement out of that inner frame. So and I found that pretty interesting, and for a cheap price, like that's really good for what it is.
Yeah, like some of the joints do have movement. It has pretty good color separation because they shown a picture without stickers for I forgot which kit it was. And it looked pretty damn good. Like it might still be a little bit sticker heavy, but the color separation was pretty much on tier with what a cross silhouette is. And there's a lot of different articulation points in the joints. It does seem like it still uses the polycaps. But other than that, yeah, there's like a big ab crunch. Head moves pretty wide range. I'm not as excited for this line as I am with the cross silhouette, but I'm still gonna go at least pick up 1 or 2 of them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm definitely gonna pick up all the first 3 kits when they come out. Like nostalgia, that's something that I want. I really like. I really like SD line, like especially the Sangoku kits, because my childhood is just really nostalgic. Like I really love the series so much.
And we've got another segment to talk about more of that in a minute. But we're going to transition into the first, or rather 23 minutes of narrative. Have you watched it? Have you not? What are your thoughts? If you've not watched it, of course, we'll avoid spoilers. But has everyone
Spoiler
watched
warning.
it?
Spoilers.
Yeah, so just skip like 10 minutes in this if you guys haven't seen it. Everyone here has seen it though, right?
Nope.
Yeah, I've seen it. I just seen last.
Oh,
I've seen it last night.
Okay, so we won't spoil anything, Crow.
Yeah,
I got someone on my Facebook that kindly spoils everything for me without really asking for consent. But
Rude.
yeah, it'd be different if I was just scrolling through the feed and it was posted. But when you send it to me direct message, it's a little rude.
A little bit. But yeah, what do you guys think? What do you feel? Thoughts?
Well, I feel that that's just a given 23 minutes. It's not the first 23 minutes. Because I thought there were some hard jump cuts in there going from one scene to another. And then it didn't really make a whole lot of sense, in the given context that Gundam Info gave us.
This would be accurate. It was very choppy.
Well, I mean, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Alright. Well, I mean, narrative as of right now, I mean, it's not a bad movie as a fantasy. In fact, at least for me, the movie will come out this January, the coming January at in select cinemas. And well, I mean, at first I didn't want to watch it first, but since you guys are talking about it in this podcast, it's like yeah, I might as well watch it just because of the heck of, you know, just to get a rough idea of how narrative will be like. But to be honest, I mean, so far it's going well, and I have to say for the characters, well, it's well, they're okay for they are as of now. We still you've yet to see the action of Xeon, which is the Zoltan, the Synergy pilot, and the second new Xeon pilot. I mean, yeah, but you know, I mean, yeah, basically what they're saying is like, okay, I don't know spoil, but okay, spoilers. The unicorn and the banshee. Okay, you guys know the narrative C packs, right? From the pictures you've seen online, and the Gunpla kit you've seen.
Yeah, it's got Psycho Frame all over it.
Yeah, Psycho Frame. So what they said in the first 20 minutes of that segment is that they said that the unicorn and the banshee were dismantled, like, and sealed away. So I have a feeling that they used the cycle frame from the unicorn and put it onto the narrative. That's my strong feeling. In fact, I think I've seen close-up images of the narrative with, like, okay, there's some parts which are like I can tell a different unicorn because, like, okay, let's say, okay, the one most obvious part for me is like, okay, if you notice on the side of the chest, it's like those sub sensors that when the unicorn goes into destroy mode, that those two Vulcans or sub sensors that come out in destroy mode, those are on the narrative C packs. So my theory is that maybe the unicorn parts are used on the narrative Gundam, the C pack version. That's what I'm thinking about right now.
That kind of brings up an interesting point as well of the narrative Gundam in general as far as the design, because a lot of people are kind of 50-50 on it. It's okay.
Yeah, it's just a prototype test bed, so it's basically a new Gundam. But I do know, like, it's not completely based on the new Gundam. It's just basically some parts from the new Gundam. The most obvious difference I know is basically the chest. It has a core fighter inside of it. So, I mean, I don't usually in the timeline of Universal Century, like before after the 1 year war, and then sometime down from Zeta onwards, I oh no, excluding the double Zeta, the what was that? Sorry. The mobile suits, instead of having core fighters, they have the ejection pod where basically when you pilot inside, and then when it mostly gets destroyed, the ball comes out from the mobile suit and you can fly around, go back to the ship. But for at least a narrative Gundam, it's the first time in a while that I've seen a Universal Century mobile suit that has a core fighter inside. During that period. So yeah, we've seen in the trailer that yes, the core fighter was flying out of the against the new Xeon. So I'm thinking maybe it's gonna be like something interesting, like see how would the core fighter will turn out. Maybe we'll see in the C pack version. Who knows?
Maybe we'll see it in like the Z pack because we'll probably get all of them.
Didn't they already drop the C pack?
I mean, they announced.
Yeah, I think the pictures are out, but I don't think it's actually out yet.
No, it's out in March, if I remember correctly.
It's overall. Oh, go ahead, Zappa.
Oh no, I was gonna ask TheKrowsama if you've actually seen the movie.
Say that again?
Have you seen the movie yet?
No, it's not playing near me.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna ask if you can confirm or deny if that's like the 23 minutes we got on YouTube is the first 23 minutes, or if it's kind of just like a cut here and there to give everyone a little teaser.
Hopefully I can get a chance to go watch it one of these days.
Yeah,
but
I hope. Oh.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Because I hopefully, because at least here in Austin, we were lucky to have 2 or 3 theaters that showed Mazinger Z Infinity, and we've had since we've got a lot of like indie and like I guess just being the capital of the state, we're lucky enough to get a lot of important anime movies in like lesser and more obscure theaters. So I'm hoping that we'll get narrative at some juncture down the line. So I can also say I went and saw that in theaters too.
Yeah.
I mean, do the Japanese theaters have like English subtitles? I'm just curious about that actually. English subtitles there.
I don't know.
Crow, just I'm curious. Does the movies in the Japanese cinemas have English subtitles, or do they just display in Japanese?
It depends.
Well, I doubt that the Japanese cinemas will have English subtitles and the narrative. I have a feeling about that, but we'll see how it goes when you watch the movie, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, worst case, it'll eventually come out with English. Actually, I mean, though they may do what they did with Unicorn and do an English dub at some point, maybe. Fingers crossed. Outside of that, any other thoughts about the first 23 minutes of narrative?
If you haven't watched it, I would recommend watching it. I think it does a good job of kind of keeping you interested and in the middle. So,
yeah, you should check it out.
Definitely.
I'm spinning the wheel to get a new topic.
Wheel of morality. Turn, turn, turn. Tell us the topic that we should talk.
Eventually I'll get a new one, because my idea about fixing this did not work, apparently, so...
Oh no, it didn't work.
Yeah. Hey, there we go, a new topic. So, the whole concept here is about the high-res line. Where are they going to go next? What are they going to do? And what do you think about it?
Well, high res is I don't have any high res in my collection as of now, but well, it's kind of like like I said, similar to the what's that line again? Oh crap, I can't remember. But it's more of a premium line, like something like P Bandai, except it's more, how do I say, premium, like a premium collector's item, I could say. But well, I mean they. As far as I know, they release like high-res kits once a year. As far as I can tell, maybe once. I'm not sure. Once or twice a year. I'm not too sure. But so far, as far as I'm seeing, like these reviews and unboxings of these guys, well, they are in good quality, like they're as it is for Gunpla models. But well, I've seen the like reviews of the high-res rubber cells. I mean, there's so many pistons. I don't know how many you can keep up with, how much articulation you can get out of it. But I'm not sure about the Wing Zero and the Stray. I haven't seen much of those yet. But well, it's alright. I mean, it's like they're just models. Like if you like those Gundams, like this special design and finish, yeah, might as well go for it. Because I mean, I've seen the high-res Wing Zero example. It can transform into a bird mode. It's like something that the endless false version never does. Like this is the first time I ever saw like a Wing Zero custom that can actually transform to new bird mode. So that's pretty interesting to know. So well, I mean, even though they don't make these models often, I hope that they will pick out some of these models that are I mean, pick out the mobile suits that are pretty that deserves the placement in the high res line, if I put it that way. So yeah.
I think they look neat. I'm just waiting for the one that actually matters to me, like maybe a God Gundam or a Double X or a GX.
Speaking of God Gundam, like they haven't updated much. They never made any like models of Gundam series ever since. Like they made a high grade version of those, but ever since we never heard much about the G Gundam series. I mean, we do see that in Sangoku Kesuden, but that's about it. Like, yeah.
So, if you guys had to pick like the high res that you would want to see, obviously Zappa's got the double X on his mind. What do you want?
High res Tequila Gundam confirmed.
Yes, that would see that. When is Bandai going to realize that they're missing out on all this money from this, this meme? Like,
It's like
people
billions
would.
of dollars.
Yeah, it's even just a high grade Tequila Gundam would, be money. It's like it's so ridiculous. Like, all right, let's go buy it up, snatch it up.
I mean, the racist name aside, it's actually a kind of a cool looking kit, I'm not gonna lie. Then we can get the Windmill Gundam, because who doesn't want that?
Who doesn't want 42 of them?
Yes. And they have to transform, of course. That's a very important
Yeah,
feature.
that's standard. That has to be standard.
Yeah, I mean, don't do it if you're not gonna do it, right? But on a real note, I think like high res, if they did a Zeta Gundam, would actually be pretty cool. I think that line with its really contoured designs could do a really sleek looking Zeta and kind of differentiate it comparatively, because like the red frame, outside of being swole as fuck, is not much different. And then of course like the EW Wing and Wing Zero, yeah, they're different, but they're really not dramatically different speaking comparatively.
Mm-hmm.
But that Zeta though.
Yeah, I think we need a high-res Zeta that does not transform.
Yes, no transformation. Yeah. We can get the Windmill Gundam to transform, but no Zeta Gundam transformation.
Morgan in the chat says high res freedom, please.
Oh God.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
You just gotta see.
That's money. That prints money.
Nah,
tired of seeing it.
Legitimately, from the seed line, if we're gonna go high res, one of the like roundest boys is the Blitz Gundam, and it's super underappreciated. I think it would do pretty well.
I love that suit.
If I can make a prediction, this is the we're on the 40th anniversary, right?
Yes.
So I'm predicting a Granddaddy or a new Gundam, but either way, I think we're going to get a UC high res, because the past 3 first release high reses have been in an individual universe. So I think this is going to be a UC, just to change it up. I think the next a announced high res is probably going to be either a blue frame Astray, or it's going to be like some other crazy like flight unit Astray red frame.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. And it would make sense for them to do a Gramps too.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe a Mazinger high res, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, Mazinger also works. Like, Mazinger is like more of those, it's similar to the crossover line where they, they make high grade and crossover line, like they have their own high grade kits, have their own SD crossover kits. So, see, if I won't be surprised if they actually make a high res version of a Mazinger C. I think it would be cool to see it actually make them see maybe actually make they'll make a molecule for high res out of it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they might as well. They already got the high grade. They got the SD cross silhouette. They got a metal build, so just go ahead and do either a master grade, perfect grade, or high res. Keep the line going.
I mean, they did make a perfect grade Evangelion before, so it's possible you can make a Mazinger master grade in that way. Any of those kits.
That metal build Ava final.
Yeah.
Does it come with a katana?
Yes, it does, and it's sick.
Oh, good.
Yep.
I thought only Robot Wars remembered the katana.
I'm putting aside, like, because it doesn't come out till, like, April or something like that next year. So I've been putting aside like little bits of dolans. Because I believe it's like 200, yeah, 240. It's beautiful.
So our next topic, unless anyone else has anything to say about the high res line, is the announcement of the GBWC champions. So we've got a list here.
I don't know anything about this except for the drama that I heard from the US
Yeah, same. I do know about the winners, but I didn't pay much attention to like the actual live stream. But yeah, I did have a drama about.
I think the third place one was the best.
Yeah, so definitely the best one. That's for sure.
So I've actually got up right now. I guess see, we've got Vietnam, Thailand, Taiwan, the Philippines, the grand champion from Indonesia, and Japan. I'm gonna kind of describe them because I was being real finicky. If anyone wants to actually look, of course, Gundam Planet has this up, or not Gundam Planet, Gunpla Network. But they've got a nice, funny enough, we were talking about this earlier. They've got a Sazabi, looks like a real grade or master grade, repainted entirely white with blue accents, so it's very Anna-esque. Very nice blue though; it's a little bit more vibrant and pops. Funnels going everywhere, and a cool chain gun thing that is super custom. I've never seen that before. And that is from Vietnam. I really wish I could choose these. This would make this so much easier. From Thailand, they've got a diorama called Weird Gundam. They have a really nicely detailed little base with like little guys making Gunpla, and then it does this really cool paint effect up into a Zaku mixed with like a Sazabi type feel fighting a 00 Riser, which is pretty cool. Sorry. And then Taiwan has a really nice diorama. It's very realistic, very gritty. Zaku being repaired. Very one-year war-esque, very the mess team feel. Very cool looking, very nice weathering work. The Philippines, they have a very unique one, which is kind of like an exoskeleton made of Gunpla with a little pilot-looking person working on it, which is really neat. And then Indonesia's is a unicorn. It's like the Phoenix that's silver and red, with a Gabera straight and Wing Zero custom wings, fighting a Ksatria Bjarlant custom bash thing. It's really cool looking. Once again, all the photos are up on Gunpla Network. Be sure to check them out. And Japan's champion is a really cool take on a repair bay with the Exia. It's very white. It's very monochromatic. It's got some green accents. Very cool. Yeah, description.
Yeah, all the entries are pretty like good. Like just they did a good job, except for the yeah, you know what I mean. But what can I say? The GBOC, I mean, I mean, I've never entered GBOC before, but I do plan entering GBOC kind of like next year if I'm able to make it. It's because also I was planning to enter next year, but then my internship just like announcement came out. Okay, we're internship during the holiday, so I don't think I have the time to actually work on my entry. But we'll see how it goes. And my school I was in college basically. For at least for my club, one of my club mates, he won second place in the nationals. So he was second place in the open course, the youth category basically. He was in that. He was second place, even though the entry is really simple. Like it's basically a kit bashed parts of Iron Brother Orphans. Like that's like because it's mostly Sheeden. Then put some more parts in here and there. Give it some dry brushing and like a monotone color, and then just build a little city out of a foam a road, and he won second place. So I thought to myself, yeah, maybe it's worth trying like something to actually, you know, it's worth trying to find out what I'll get if I were to enter. Maybe it's something simple, maybe something hard. Who knows? Like who knows who will win the competition?
I think a lot of people get intimidated because we see the kits that come up when the winners come up, but then again, you know, you see some other ones and you're like, oh, that one's, you know, it's good. Like, and they don't just do it on the looks alone; they do it on the techniques and everything like that. So sometimes, you know, I think I can encourage everyone to do it if you can. If you can enter one, do it. You know, I just started doing customs myself, and everybody seems to love the glitter that I put on the Moon Gundam. I didn't think I'd get such a positive reaction, to be honest with you. So it just encouraged me more to do more customs in the future.
Well, I mean, I'm getting the supplies soon, so I'm discussing with my friends what should we do for our entry, and like, you know, once we get the green light, we'll get the supplies and start working on it basically.
Awesome, and that leads us into our triple-tiered Smash Pass and Trash this month. We have 3 different rounds. First one is normal Gunpla for the most part. The second one is offshoot Bandai, or offshoot models, so like Mazinger, Ultraman, Transformers. And then the last is the SD kits we were talking about not too long ago. So, what we have first is the Master Grade Verka Victory 2 Buster Assault. We have the Shining Break HG Build Divers thing, and the Zrachel, which is also an HG Build Divers thing. I'm going to try to get the pictures up on this real quick. Anyone familiar with all 3 of those?
I've seen them all. I guess I will play the game first. I will smash the V2. I will go ahead and take that, and you know, make that my second Verka. I forgot I had the crossbow. I will trash the Shining Break because for using the word shining in there, looks very disappointing if you're trying to reference the Shining Gundam, and it just looks way too plain. And then I'll pass on the Zerachill because I didn't read that mango. And it's not a ball, so I don't know anything else about that mango.
Well, for me, oh my god, this is really hard. Wow. It really depends. I want to smash all of them, but if I were to smash one, I don't know. I'll probably choose the Shining Break, maybe, because well, you for sure you're getting a model kit, but you do get a lot of spare parts. Like that'll be really good for like a custom kit bash. So I find that way. Yeah, maybe I should get a Shining Break. If I were to pass, maybe the V2. Maybe the V2. Well, I mean, it is a Master Grade, so it's really good. But the transformation, that's my main concern about the V2. Like if it transforms into like the top flyer and bottom flyer, it's gonna be a bit of an issue. If I'll trash one, I'll say it's Zerachill, like Zerachill. Yep.
Alrighty, I'm putting pictures up right now. I guess I'll go next on this. I'm probably going to be the only one who does this, but I think, Paulo, you literally just did this, and I was multitasking. The V2 is going to get trashed for me, unfortunately. It looks really nice, but I don't have a lot of room for Master Grades, and the V2 Assault Buster is really not one of my favorite designs, so I really wouldn't splurge there. I would probably pass on the Shining Break and smash the Zerachill. And Crow, are you familiar with these designs?
So I know of the top two. What's the third one?
It's the blue version of the root, the thing from
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I mean, honestly, I would say like trash to all of them, but if I'm gonna keep with the tradition, I would say trash on the V2, just because like I already have the V2, and I don't think it's that great of a model kit, just because the transformation really limits a lot of the posability, articulation. Um, what was other than trash and pass?
Smash.
Smash. Well, shit. I guess I'll smash the Shining Break because I've seen a Japanese reviewer review it, and it actually doesn't look too bad. It's a little bit better than what I was anticipating. But I guess that's what happens whenever you have someone that's competent with posing, and they pose it in much more eye-catching kind of angles. So I might actually pick up the Shining Break if I come across it, and then I guess I'll pass on the Harote. I don't know, like I already have it, and I have the OVA one. So I'm not. I don't know what much difference is on this kit, except for the little cannons on the back, and I guess it has treads.
I think that's probably about it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's a good hard path.
And Boomsy, have you done this yet? I wasn't paying attention.
Trash the V2. I'll pass on the Shining. I don't know, something weird about it, but I'll probably end up getting it anyways. But I actually really like the Zero Shell for some odd reason. I don't know why. I think my brain's doing the custom. I'm gonna recolor this and do some other shit with it. So I think that's why I like it so much, because I can see a lot of like really cool colorations coming out of it.
I could see it. I could see it. So for round 2, like I said, we're doing the non-Gundam related model kits with the
Not Gundam.
Oh, I know, it's heresy. We're gonna get flagged for this. Bandai's gonna
blasphemy.
just hit us with copyright strikes.
Oh no, our
even
sponsors
though-
will leave.
Oh God, what Dollar Shave Club? Why will you do this to us? So we've got the high grade Mazinger, not the great Mazinger, just Mazinger from Mazinger Z Infinite. Yeah, Infinity. Thank you.
That's still bad. That's still bad.
I'm doing great right now. The new Ultraman high grade model that's about the same size as the Mausinger, and the Flame Toys Optimus Prime Assault Mode. Everyone familiar with these, or do I need to pull up some pictures?
I might need pictures on that Ultraman.
Is the Ultraman the figurized standard? You said.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
How we feeling?
I'm sorry.
Smash, pass, and trash.
All right, so I do have the Mazinger Z Infinity, which is such a good kit. It's one of those kits that kind of blew me out of the water with it because I don't know much about Mazinger and the design. I've always loved Mazinger designs, especially when I was a kid. So building it was actually just a complete joy to go through. So yeah, that's gonna be a hardcore smashing. And the Ultraman, I've never gotten to Ultraman as a kid, and even now, it just doesn't look appealing to me. So that'll be a pass. I'll call it a trash. And the Transformers, like I can't find it out here anywhere. So I think it's a Chinese company, right? Flame Toys.
I think they might be.
Yeah, like because I remember I saw Chinese lettering on the box, so I'm just assuming it's a Chinese company. In which I know Japan and China doesn't really get along too much, so yeah, I haven't seen it out here. I don't even know if they have permissions to, import it and then sell it and distribute it on retailer shelves. But every place I've been to has not had it in stock, and they basically just say like, no, we don't carry it.
Which one?
But the Optimus Prime Assault Mode. So I mean, I'll say pass, but as soon as I find it, I'm buying it.
I'm not gonna lie, that Starscream looks really good.
Oh yes.
Megatron looks good too.
I actually want the Bumblebee more.
I think the Megatron's gonna be a figure actually. 'Cause they do about 50-50.
Yeah. I've seen that exact Megatron figure over here in a Japanese store, and it wasn't transformable if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if it was the same company or just another company made it.
You guys see the Tarn and the Drift? I think those are going to be figures as well.
Yeah, I didn't see Drift.
Yeah, that's an expensive figure there. Excuse me, but I will play the game. Smash the Mazinger kit because I have that. I just finished it. I just recorded my review of it too. And conveniently, I was building it while watching your review on it, Crow.
Ooh.
So I left a comment because I don't remember what my comment was on the video. I don't know. But smash that. Pass on Ultraman. I've tried to get into the show, but being a Sentai fan, and something about that film quality just doesn't sit right with me. And I'm going to trash Transformers because I am morally obligated to hate Transformers.
Well,
Every time I bring up giant robots at work, like, oh, have you seen Pacific Rim? Is that like Transformers?
It's like Transformers, just with giant robots, monsters.
The struggle is real.
The struggle. Push my nerd glasses up and be sad about it at work.
I'm going to have to smash the Optimus because I grew up watching it too. Probably trash the Ultraman and then say I'm going to pass the Mazinger, but I'm probably going to get the Mazinger.
You should 100% get the Mazinger.
For me, well, if I were to smash one of those, I would say the Ultraman because, well, when I was a kid, I really like Ultraman, like because when I was a kid, like my cousin and I were like getting those capsule toys with like Ultraman, like those China ones, like those Ultraman capsule toys, and just play and fight each other. And then we got like some. It's funny because when I was a kid, like. I was not in Singapore. I was in another country. Like I wasn't born in Singapore. I was like in another country. But back in my hometown, we didn't have access to like the official toys. So what we did was like we had to go to like a what was that? A mini mart? Yeah, specifically a mini mart. And they were selling like knockoff Ultraman toys, and I bought like my mom and dad bought those for my mom, myself, and my cousins. So we were there playing around, fighting it, and then like breaking that thing because that was like the quality was so cheap, and like it was fun like back then. But now that I'm in Singapore, where I'm studying right now, I find Ultraman is like kind of a fun thing. In fact, my friends built the Ultraman figure standard, which is pretty good. This as he said. So I'll probably smash that. If I were to pass, I would say the Mazinger. Mainly because it's quite big. Especially because it's big. And second of all, I don't. Even though I like mecha in general, I don't know much from Mazinger. But although I would like to know more about Mazinger since it's from a mecha series. If I were to pass, yeah, I'll say the Optimus Prime because I mean I did watch Transformers as a kid, but I'm not a huge fan of Transformers. I'm more of a real robot type of fan, and it's a little bit of Super Robot here and there as well.
I hate to be that guy, but I'm gonna trash the Optimus. They do have a Gen 1-esque version coming out in a figure, I think, that I'm actually super down for. I like the look of it, which is why I like the Starscream a lot too, so it's very Gen 1-esque vibes. I'd probably say I'm going to smash the Mazinger because it looks great, and the Ultraman will get a pass. Now, if they come out with a Gridman, that might change.
Yeah, I'll probably get Gridman.
That Gridman
yep.
life.
I think the new design looks amazing for the Ultraman, but I just like overall I wasn't as impressed with the kit. But maybe if I see it in person, I might change my mind, and you know, it'll end up in the sharpened cart anyway. So
I could see that happening. And our third and final round of Smash, Pass, and Trash is for Zappa and Apollo mostly, because it is the 3 main lead suits from the Sengoku thing we were talking about earlier. Not even gonna try, I'm just that thing. So,
Oh man.
I will give you brief descriptions for those of you who cannot see this. Actually, I'll also post the links into the Discord here. One is based on the Wing Zero custom, one is based on one of the Astrays, and one is based on the Unicorn.
Wow. This is hard to choose. I mean, technically,
because it has a top knot. That's the only reason.
technically I'll smash all of them, but alright, if as you said, if I want to follow the rule, if I were to smash one, actually no, let's do a pass. If I had to trash one, probably a stray, maybe. Yeah, a stray. I'll trash the stray. Pass maybe the wing zero and then the smash. I'll get the unicorn.
Like this goes against my nature of which, sides I usually pick from, but I'm going to trash the Lube unicorn. I will pass on the So-So Wing Gundam, and I really like how nice that red and black aesthetic on Sunjian is.
That is stray life, though. That is stray life.
But technically speaking, aside from the head of this Sun Tian Gundam Stray model kit, I can't even recognize like most of the model kit as being a stray. The only part I can tell that's being from a stray is the head and possibly the backpack. But other than that, almost all of it doesn't look like the stray. Just be very honest.
Yeah, I see what you're saying there. I get that. I was getting it's like the backpack is makes it clear it's that big transforming bow thing, but the rest of it, I guess maybe the waist, that tiny ashtray waist might be a sign of being ashtray, but the rest is kind of
It gives me very Minamoto Customs Astray, gold frame Astray.
Yeah.
I mean,
it doesn't say which ashtray; it just says ashtray. So,
I mean, technically, all the original Astray are the same build, just that they're different color.
Yeah, I mean, like the different shoulders, the black and the gold, the big backpack, the claw-esque feet. I mean, they're opposite of the way the Mina is, but still, I like it. I have to say, just based on design, because I have no background in this. That Wing Gundam is going to get smashed. I think that is a killer design. I think, honestly, if they did that in, like, 144 and got rid of the angel wings, I'd be super down. I would probably trash the new Gundam and pass the Astray. Bold. Yeah, brave. Boomsie, how do you feel?
I'm only picking the smash for the unicorn one because it's got a top knot.
Top knots.
Honestly, if I could take that top knot and put it on the Astray one, I really like that one. Like, I just like the design of it a lot. So, probably, truthfully, I'll smash the Astray, pass on the unicorn, and then take the top knot from it and put on the other one, and then probably trash the wing. But I mean, it looks cool. I don't know how it's gonna fare like overall, but I just don't like the wings.
And Crow, how you feeling?
Just smash, trash, pass in that order. I don't really have any opinions on him as of right now.
I got you. So you're gonna smash the unicorn,
Unicorn.
pass the astray, and trash the wing.
Because as of right now, they all kind of just don't look that good to me because it's just so much going on in a very concentrated like kit. I like my stuff to be a little more simplistic and streamlined. So the BB Senshi stuff just never really appealed to me. I'll give them a shot. I'll give at least one of these kits a shot and just see if they change my mind.
I mean, for at least me and Zappa, we find this series like very like nostalgic and very interesting. So maybe for us, if these kids were to come out, we'd definitely get those. So yeah.
Look forward to incoming reviews sometime next year.
There's a flood of SD reviews.
It's really all it is for 6 months.
Crow, we're just gonna set you up a table like the Change My Mind guys at a con, and then just gonna put you out with some mugs of water and just gonna say BB Senshi, change.
Yeah. BB Senshi look too. Change my mind. It's really the eyes. I don't like that eyes. Too cartoony.
You're just gonna have a bunch of them lined up on the table, and then try to pull the tablecloth trick, and it's just gonna fuck up, and they're all gonna fall and explode. Go out with a bang, but it's mad jokes, bad jokes. And that was the third and final round of Smash, Pass, and Trash. And we pretty much are out of topics. We talked about everything. Any closing statements anyone would like to make before we actually end this podcast?
Any questions from the chat while we're still up and running?
Also, very important point. Thank you.
I'm glad we only got through 5 hashtags today. I kept count.
Nah, see, I've got to backload it. Get prepared.
Okay, for the future.
Yeah, I'm getting ready. I'm thinking of them. I've been workshopping for the last 2 hours. We're there.
Okay.
I do have one save round.
Yeah, it's up.
So has anyone really like really solidified their decision on picking up the Sarah doll?
I already pre-ordered it.
You mean the Mobile Doll Sarah, the high grade one?
Yeah.
Not exactly. I've seen a couple of my friends do the review. Not review. I mean, I've seen MG25 Gundam did a review of it just now, and then a Japanese reviewer like, well, Sarah doll, well, it's okay. I mean, I'm not getting it because well, quite frankly, I don't want my mom and dad think like that's why are you like building these kind of dolls in the house? Those are for girls.
Oh, I don't care what my parents think. Well past that.
Nah, yeah, you just be like, it's a robot, Mom.
Yeah, Crow, I already pre-ordered it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I might get the Gunpla Hunter to go out and find it, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm committed.
We'll
Shout out to your Gunpla Hunter. How about that? Those are genius.
Yeah, really enjoying it. If you guys haven't checked it out, TheKrowsama has a new like segment on his channel called Gunpla Hunter, and it's absolutely awesome and hilarious.
Yeah, it's really interesting how you did it, Crow. It's really.
Oh, it wasn't me. I wasn't the cameraman. That was my buddy and the Gunpla Hunter. He kind of was the mastermind behind it.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah,
hashtag.
like, I'm going to send this over to the Crow, and he's going to build it.
Yeah, I was at my house the whole time, and my friend just brought the kits and brought the SD card, and I did the edit.
Yeah, I am planning to do some kind of video where it's like, like the 10 types of Gunpla modelers, maybe something like that. Just something like I would kind of think of doing basically. Like,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, 10 types of Gunpla modelers, maybe but it's a bit stereotypical, but I'm doing it for fun, not as like something that, not to describe all people there, just something that I want to do for fun. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, call out some people. That's what I want to do. I want to start some drama.
Yeah.
Hey.
In the podcast strong. Let's do it. Let's call some people out. Hashtag drama 2018.
Yep.
Oh, I can call someone out. I'm going to call out Bad Gunpla for not responding to me on Instagram when I found one of his kits that he built in a video at a local store, and he just kind of didn't respond when I was like, "Yo, I found your kit. That's amazing." Another guy in Austin that's actually noteworthy, and he just no answer, nothing.
You got to call him out on Discord. That's where he's mostly at.
Oh, I didn't know he had a Discord. I'm gonna have to look into that.
It's pretty lively.
Who's calling out next?
Who else has got some hate? Who's throwing the shade? I'm gonna call out my throat because it's being a bitch.
What?
I'm gonna call out Paper Max for never responding back to us for like 3 months now, and I literally just message him like once a month, like, "Hey, we run a Gunpla podcast, and your content's really unique, and everybody loves the origami mechs, but yeah, we just want to talk to you. That's all."
The salt is real.
Well, I'm gonna call out my friend Gunpla on Instagram because he is like literally asking me almost any question on WhatsApp. Like I met personally, and it's like he is literally asking me a lot of questions like how do I build this model, or come on man, just learn it yourself. Don't keep asking me. I mean I'm here to help, but you have a lot to learn. You may like Gunpla, but you are still new to the hobby from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is like the questions are fine, but there's an extent to it of where there's only so much you can do before you just gotta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then calling out that guy that keeps spoiling TheKrowsama's stuff. Stop messaging him about.
Thank you. I'm too nice. I don't want to say it directly. Like I don't want the confrontation from a fellow subscriber.
Yeah, but I want to leave on a positive note. One last topic here for everybody. Since we're rounding out the end of the year, the holidays are coming up. You know, most of us are going to be out of town and so on and so forth. But what was your favorite kit of 2018?
Ooh. Oh wow.
Give everybody a couple minutes to soak that one in.
Yeah,
I'm
go
gonna
look
jump
at my
because
shelf.
I already know.
Oh, go ahead.
I have a lot.
I'm gonna definitively say don't think I'm very far off. I know other people have other opinions, but the Real Great Tall Geese, not only aesthetically build and just quality wise, is amazing, but it's so clean and shiny and beautiful, and I love it. And the of course the Gurn's back and like the whole Full Metal Panic line's really solid. But yeah, the Tall Geese for sure.
Okay. Does it have to be from this year, or can it be something that we interacted with this year?
It could be that, I guess.
Okay, so it came out a while back, but my kit of the year is going to my original Age Giraga, because I got the Gunpla manual signed by the English voice actor, who's also the lead singer to the Japanese group Deadlift Lolita. Also, he was in another group too, but right before that, Ladybeard. There we go. And he was elated that I even knew he did the voice for the character. So, you know, getting an unknown voice actor to sign a Gunpla manual, and he was excited to do so. So, Kit of the Year, Giraga, second place, Mazinger Z.
Okay, I have a legitimate question because we've talked about this before and I totally forgot up until this moment. He did the because they didn't do like a full voice like English dub for the whole series, right? They only did like the first part of the first arc, right?
No, the DVDs or the Blu-ray, whichever, they have a full English voiceover, the entire series.
Ah, shit! Now I gotta look that up. Gotta rewatch.
Shout outs to Right Stuff Anime for picking up all the Gundam stuff when Sunrise dropped the ball.
No salt there. Good on them. We're calling out Bandai though and Sunrise dropping the ball. Why they do that?
Yeah, but I got that signed, so that's words stammering. Next Kid of the Year, go.
All right. Wow. Oh, I have to refer back to my Instagram because I can't remember the build. Well, if I were to choose one, probably the full and panic, the Arbalest. That was one of the best kits I built for this year because it's not Gundam, but it is a kit under Bandai. And building that the Arbalest, it was really good. Like the execution is pretty decent. The stuff we get is pretty good. The detail is pretty amazing. And yeah, I was really happy that I got the Arbalest, even though I don't have not enough knowledge for Full Metal Panic. I was happy that this kit turned out really really well. Like I really enjoyed everything about this kit. Second one, probably the Moon Gundam, if I'll put it that way.
Crow, you ready?
I'm saving all mine for my video.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh, yeah, you got a video
that's
coming.
important.
Yeah,
that
that's
matters.
good. That's good.
Yeah, I can tell you about that.
Hey.
Let me take a walk. I mean, obviously, some of the worst kits I would say are the ones I did not buy. But out of the ones I've bought, it would definitely be. What was the It wasn't Blastmaster. What the hell is it called? The orange shit.
Cheddar Cheese Master?
J-Game Blastmaster?
No, it was the GM one.
Oh, Jim Tree Beamaster.
I don't think it wasn't called that. It was called Beammaster.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
GM.
Jim Tree Beamaster, yeah.
Okay, that was that was the most trash thing I ever built out of build fighters, build divers. Like, I mean, I've built some trash kits, but I mean, this kit, I wasn't happy. I was never happy building it.
Never happy.
Yeah, it's pretty bad because, like, the small community that we have here out in Ohio, my buddy, like, immediately messaged me. Like, I got one picture where he was like, just pick this up. And I was like, cool, whatever, you know, I'm not going to pick one up. And then, like, an hour later, he's like, do not buy this.
Yeah, it's like if you buy it, I mean, obviously some people have different tastes, but like really, unless you're doing something custom, like you're gonna give it a paint job or you're gonna do some panel lining, not panel line, some scribing or something. Like, I don't see it as a good straight build to display on the shelf.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. It just reminds me of sharp cheddar, like, for real. Like, even the square pieces on its, like, shoulders and stuff. I just think of, like, those little blocks of cheese that come in, like, Lunchables and shit.
Now, see, the challenge that needs to be sent out is someone needs to build the Cheddar Master out of sharp cheddar.
I mean, the only thing I find good about the Cheddar Cheese Master is probably the plastic. It's not. I would say because the color scheme. If you put it under a black light, that thing will glow like very brightly, like really weird. It's really bright. But other than that, the Beam Master is like, meh. It could be better.
And Boomsie, what you got?
I gotta say, man, this year's been tough. We've got, you know, the RG Tall Geese, the Moon Gundam, we got the RG Saz, and a couple other good kits that I can really think of out right now. But honestly, I gotta stick with the waifus. I really like the new Figurized Diver Nami. I thought it was really well done, and I'm excited to see the new Figurized in the future.
Now we come to the real part where all those answers are wrong and the HG Leo is the most sophisticated thing ever designed.
Was that this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, early.
It was early.
Yeah.
Like
Okay. Yeah.
about May, April.
Of course, Zappa's got to be building while we do this.
I gotta do something with my hands. I can't just sit here for 2 hours and talk.
See, I was just appraising Pokemon and Pokemon Go. That was kind of like my thing.
Multitasking.
Yep.
Radical, so we all know all those kits, and I guess we'll go ahead and sign off and let everyone get on with their day. So let's go down the line. Apollo, sign off for us.
All right. Thank you guys for watching this podcast. it's fun. It's a fun experience. I guess like in all podcasts do. Like it's pretty fun to talk to you guys, and yeah, and to the fans out there, thank you so much for watching this podcast. We really appreciate it. Like it's gonna be an amazing thing. Like hopefully we can do more of these so that we can interact with more each other, so we can have fun here and there. So yeah.
Zappa, hit us with an outro. Or a sign-off, rather.
I was like, hit you with an outro. I wasn't prepared to cut a promo, but
Nah,
if you
do
want
it.
me to cut a
And
promo,
this podcast is brought to you by Casper Mattress. Buy your Casper.
shout out to Super Best Friends and all of their sponsors, because I think we've gone through all of them now.
Yeah, I think there's probably one we haven't gone through that I just don't remember, but yeah, we've hit all of theirs.
I think it's just the more recent, like, one-off ones that we've forgotten.
Oh
Anyway,
shit, Acer bringing in the Helios Triton 300 or whatever the hell it was.
the Predator 300.
Yes, okay, yeah, Zappa, give us your closing statement.
I'm Zappa from Colony Drop Cosplay, Austin-based cosplayers. Check us out on Facebook, Colony Drop Cosplay. I'm also the primary proprietor of the YouTube channel Access Communications and Entertainment for Let's Plays, Gunpla reviews, and coming soon, cosplay pattern reviews. They're not good.
Well, at least we know. At least we know now. Crow, hit us with a closing statement.
Well, Merry Christmas to everyone. Hope you have a very jolly Christmas Eve as well as a Christmas Day. Yeah, that's all I really got.
Awesome. I definitely totally forgot Christmas was coming, so it's a good sentiment.
Christmas.
Happy holidays,
More so than
everybody.
winter. Christmas is coming.
It is. It is. It's cold. It's cold and rainy today. I was not a fan. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks. We got a couple of new subscribers. Morgan Wright Gunpla, and I can go up in the chat here, which I'm having difficulty doing. Great. Awesome. We did get 2 new subscribers, so that's rad. I'm gonna see if I can pull them up.
Shout out to them boys.
Yeah, shout out to them boys. They know who they is. And Boomsie, give us our big final sign-off of the podcast.
All right. If you guys like cooking, this is also sponsored by BlueApron.com. Meals starting at as low as your Gundam. No, we're not really sponsored. But,
One day we'll have all these sponsors.
yeah, I mean, happy holidays, everybody. Coming up, we'll definitely have some new content for the new year and hopefully have some more podcasts coming up. Want to thank everybody who joined into the chat and the stream. Want to thank everybody here inside the stream. So thank you guys for joining in, because we can't do it without you. If you are a Gunpla creator, not necessarily a YouTuber, feel free to join us and message us on Facebook or any type of social media. We're on all of them. And let us know that you're interested, because we are looking for more guests in the future. And just come talk to us, about mecha and anime and whatever we're going to talk about at that time being. Yeah, just want to thank everybody, family, friends, just like everybody else, for all the love and support, and also supporting the Gunpla YouTubers as
Right.
And that's pretty much the end of it for this one, guys. Happy New Year's to everyone. Happy holidays. And if you have any questions or any comments, please feel free to put them in the link below. I'm not sure. Are we going to do a highlight video?
Yeah, well, I'll edit one together. I did a separate recording for this.
All right. And anybody not in the podcast or part of the Gunpla YouTubers, if you build a Cheddar cheese man out of cheese and it looks really good, I will send you a kit. It'll probably be a cheddar.
Please do that. We will see you guys next time, and we off.